Hello and welcome to part 4 of this video tutorial in web design. In this tutorial we'll be taking out a couple of things, replacing them, whatever. Then we're going to be using a thing called a div, which is a container, so a div tag. And then we're going to be putting that all in the middle with the margin property. Right, first let's take out that ugly horizontal rule. So, because this isn't general practice, we don't use these in web design much at all. We would make our own image or just play about with it rather than using one of these. It's not used very much anymore. So let's take all that out, even the comment. Save that. And now if we rush it, we now don't have a horizontal rule, an ugly thing in our page. It just goes Google, then hello, whatever you put. So now, why don't we contain all of this, all of our page, or all of this stuff, inside what's called a div. Pages used to be made in tabled layouts, where you would have table columns and things to align everything, put them all in table boxes, but that's all outdated now. Now we use div in this div tag, which will put everything. So /div. Everything is now contained in a div. It's just literally a box around everything that holds it all there. Why don't we set a width and height to our div and a background? So, div, let's give our div a class, or an ID, let's go with ID. ID equals my div. Whoops, that's not good. My div. Now we do hash my div, so you can see that, and then open and close. Now we need to set its width, so let's go with 800 pixels, 600 pixels, a bit smaller. Now we'll set its height to 500 pixels, and its background colour. And let's do that black, so hash 0000000. Close the line, remember. Now this is going to put a nice little box around. I've broken it once again. Give me a second. Okay, the problem was I just hadn't saved it. Sometimes my keyboard doesn't pick up the presses right. So this is the code we need. Width, height, background colour, and it's assigning it all to my div here. Now when we go to page and refresh it, we have a div all the way around, which is 500 by 600 by 500 with our text inside and our Google image. If you have Firefox and Web Developers Toolbar, which is an add-on you can download, if you do outline block level elements, it will outline all block level elements, so P, A, div, everything like that, and it's really useful to find out what's going wrong. So like it's got a box, which you can't really see, you can here, around our div and around our P element, different colours for different things as well. If we just refresh that, they disappear. Right, so we've put a box around it and contained it all, and now how about we put it in the middle? So we do margin, and if this doesn't work we'll have to do one more thing. Margin 0 auto, because it works round the clock, as we call margin. This will do the top, then the right, and then as it comes to here, bottom, then left. So it works around the clock depending on what values you're setting. So we have no margin on the top, and then we have an automatic margin on the right. This will reference to its width and height and work out where it needs to put it. So if we now refresh it, it's put it in the middle of our page. How clever is that? So we virtually needed to do nothing, no playing about. It just does it for us. If it's not working, then just use the source file in the package. That will already be done and be working for you. So in the next tutorial we'll be covering, well, I'm not sure yet. I'll think about that when I get there. See you there.